I'm going to be ranking the top 10 best value cards right now in NBA 2K23. My team, what I mean by best value is for how good of a card they are for how much they go for. So for example, the first card I want to talk about on this top 10 is the Diamond Shay card. Now he only goes for about 25 to maybe 30,000 MT, and in my opinion, he's the second best point guard in the game. So that's really good value. You're only spending 25,000 MT and getting a most likely, in most people's opinion, a top 3 to 5 point guard in the game. So that's going to be really good value. I'll have some budget guys on this list, some kind of mid-tier guys, and then some more expensive, best value cards as well for their price tag. So let me know in the comment section down below, before we get into my top 10, who would you guys put on your top 10, and just let me know what's your guys favorite best value cards in the game right now that you think are really good for their price tag. But first off, like I said, is going to be Shay. He's a point guard, shooting guard, 6'6" with a 6'11" wingspan. Like I stated, I do think he's the second best point guard and a very good all-around card. He does have his jump shot on quick timing, so it's going to be one of the best point guard releases in my team, and then does have the best dribble style, the MJ dribble style, and this card just movement wise is really nice, having Hall of Fame claim breaker, quick first step, and some really good playmaking stats as well. 90 ball handle, 92 speed with ball. He's going to be good at going to the basket and going to be a very solid defender as well. So for me, Shay, one of the best value cards in my team. And then at the number not 2 spot, I'm not ranking these cards in order, but the next best value card here is going to be Diamond Thurl Bailey. He's a power forward, small forward, 6'11" with a 7-foot wingspan, and he's very similar to a guy like Shay. He's only about 30,000 MT, maybe 35,000 MT at most, and he's going to be one of the best power forwards in the game and small forwards as well. He's basically just a budget pink diamond Giannis with a better jump shot and a higher 3-ball, because he does have an 83 ball, 84 mid-range, but this jump shot he has, this Romeo Langford, I think it's to pronounce his name, his base is one of the best bases in my team right now. Rex Chapman, Mike Miller, Sean Kemp, this Andrew Nemhan card all have great jump shots, and that's because of the Romeo Langford base, and he does have the Al Horford upper, which is not bad, and he's also got the normal leaner as well. But this card is just going to be so amazing on the defense and offensive end, really good at going to the basket, 90 driving dunk, 80 vertical, and all around just going to be a great defender because of his animations, his wingspan, his player model, and he's basically just going to be a budget pink diamond Giannis with also having Hall of Fame claim breaker and quick first step as well at the power forward or small forward spot is going to be really nice to have. And like I said, for only about 30 to 35,000 MT, one of the best value cards in my team. Now another good value card, and we're going to talk about some more budget cards now, some really cheap cards, is going to be Kevin Porter Jr. He's under 5,000 MT, and he's a 6'6" point guard with a 6'9" wingspan. And take a look at these stats offensively: 93 ball, 87 mid-range, 92 speed, 92 acceleration. He's going to be elite at going to the basket with a 90 driving dunk, 96 vertical. Yes, defensively he's not going to be anything too crazy, but he can definitely hold his own being 6'6" at the point guard spot. And then he also does have an 86 ball handle and a 88 speed with ball as well. Now looking at his jump shot, this is where stuff get kind of crazy. His jump shot's on quick timing, and it is a really good jump shot. I think, yeah, no one has his base yet this year, but this jump shot is really nice, and it's going to be super fast as well. I do wish this card had the MJ dribble style and the normal leaner. I feel like that's what holds the card back the most, because if this card had the MJ dribble style and the normal leaner, he would be considered a top 10 point guard in my team, at least for most people. So Kevin Porter Jr., though, at least value-wise, for under 5,000 MT, one of the best value cards in the game. And another really good budget one is going to be Pokacheski. They're the two kind of budget cards on this list, and when I say budget, I mean like really budget, under 5,000 MT. He's a 7-foot small forward with a 7'3" wingspan, so just that itself is insane to have for only 5,000 MT and below. And then you take a look at his stats. He's got pretty much 80 in every single category: 82 3-ball, 82 mid-range, 84 speed, 84 acceleration. I mean, defensively, 78 interior defense, 78 perimeter, 78 lateral quickness, 80 block, 80 driving dunk, 80 standing dunk. So a 7-foot small forward with a 7'3" wingspan that pretty much has 80 in every single category. Just that itself is really nice. But the crazy thing about this Pokacheski card is when you come to the animation screen, he's got his jump shot on quick timing, so it's going to be a fast release, and I do think it's very easy to green. And then he does have the MJ dribble style and the normal leaner, so he can knock down some fades at a very high level, and his movement's going to be really nice with the MJ dribble style being 7 foot with a 7'3" wingspan at the small forward position. So this card, unreal for under 5,000 MT and one of the best value cards in the game. And then coming in at my number 5 spot, like I said, not necessarily ranked, but the 5th budget card, or 5th best value card we're talking about, is going to be Diamond Rudy Gay. He's a small forward, power forward, 6'8" with a 7'3" wingspan. Now I was really debating between Rudy Gay and Jonathan Isaac. Jonathan Isaac would probably be my one main honorable mention that I'm not going to include in this top 10 for best value. I do think Jonathan Isaac is really close to a guy like Rudy Gay. I just prefer Rudy Gay by a tiny bit because he's going to be better on the offensive end, and he does play some really good defense as well, where I feel like Jonathan Isaac is really just a good defender, and that's pretty much it on the court, where this Rudy Gay card, he can do everything at a very high level. He's going to be an elite slasher, 95 driving dunk, 95 vertical. He's got a great jump shot, obviously always in my team. Rudy Gay has a great release. You know, dribble style is the Trae Young dribble style, which is actually not that bad. One of the best dribble styles in my team this year, so he can move really well, knock down threes, going to be an elite slasher, and then even defensively, like he can hold his own, 80 block, 80 steal, 90 lateral quickness with a 90 perimeter as well. So Rudy Gay for only 10,000 MT, maybe 15,000 MT at most, is going to be such good value, especially for a small forward. And then another really good diamond value card is going to be Kristaps Porzingis, because I'm pretty sure this card is now dropped to like 45,000 MT, maybe even a little bit lower. And the last time I checked was like a couple hours ago before recording this video, and he was about 45 to 50,000 MT, and he's still going to be, in my opinion, a top 5 center in the game. He's 7'3" with a 7'6" wingspan. Now we have gotten some better centers since he's came out. It used to just be him and Kareem as the top 2 centers, but now I do think D-Rob is definitely better, and maybe a guy like Shaq is better as well, but that really comes down to play style. If you'd rather have a shooter in Kristaps, because he does have a 93 ball, 90 mid-range, Hall of Fame catch and shoot, corner specialist, dead-eye, limitless range. So he's going to be a great pick and pop big man, but he is going to give up a little bit on the defensive side of things and really not be the most athletic or the fastest center. But it really just depends on your play style, because for me, I like having a really good pick and pop center, a guy that can knock it down from anywhere on the court, compared to a guy like Shaq who can shoot threes but is going to be insane on the defensive end and insane athletically and super fast. So for me, that just really comes down to play style. But I would say Kristaps is still at least a top 5 center, and for only about 40, 45, maybe 50,000 MT at most, I think that's going to be super good value. And then talking about probably these next 2 cards are going to be the most expensive on the list, and first off is going to be Luol Deng. Now this card has really fluctuated in price, because when he first came out, he went to as low as 65 to 70,000 MT, but then people realized how good of a card he really is, and he jumped up to like 300,000 MT, and there was even some badged up Luol Dengs going for 2 million MT. I'm not even kidding. Some people badge up this card to like 18-20 Hall of Fame badges, and I saw him end for millions of MT on the auction house, but right now he's gone back down in price. You can get him for around 100,000 MT, maybe a little bit more, 110, 125,000, but I do think he's a top 3 point guard in the game, and maybe even top 2. He's 6'9" with a 7-foot wingspan. I mean, this card is a great defender, 96 steal, 96 lateral quickness with a 95 perimeter, and then also having an 88 block and an 88 interior defense, so super well rounded at the shooting guard position, at least defensively. And he also does have a 93 ball, 90 mid-range. But the crazy thing about this card is when you come to the animation screen, he's got the D-Mitch base on quick timing, so he's got a very good jump shot. He's also got the MJ dribble style, so his movement's going to be really nice at that shooting guard position. But then he's also got the D-Mitch size up, which I absolutely love this year. I feel like it's going to be really nice for a shooting guard. And then he also has the KD size up escape, and even like, you know, the Dame behind the back. It's not really as good as it used to be, but overall, his SIGs are very decent, has a good jump shot, and then stats and badges wise, he's going to be very elite. So for only about 100,000 MT, maybe even a little bit cheaper by the time you guys are watching this video, I mean, I think if you can get yourself a top 3 shooting guard for 100,000 MT, I think that's got to be worth it, to be honest. Now, talking about the next best value card is going to be this Carroll, because he is super cheap for a pink diamond that just came out in a promo. I've seen this card as low as 60,000 MT. I would say he's on average about 65 to 70,000 MT. For a 6'10" small forward with a 7-foot wingspan, and obviously a pink diamond card, like, I think he's super good value. Like, take a look at these stats. He's got a 95 driving dunk, 95 vertical, super good athletically, like also a 90 strength, super fast, 90 speed, 90 acceleration. Defensively, like, he's 6'10" at small forward, and these stats really aren't that bad. He's also got Hall of Fame claim breaker, which is really nice to have. And then we all know Carroll has a great jump shot this year. It's going to be super easy to green and fairly fast as well. And then he's also got the best dribble style, the MJ dribble style, and he's got the normal leader as well. So this Carroll card, for under like 70,000 MT is one of the best value cards in my team, because he's one of the best small forwards. I would say probably top 4, top 5, and he's going to only be, like I said, 65 to 70,000 MT. Now talking about the last two best budget cards here, or not best budget cards, last two best value cards. First off, I want to talk about Evan Mobley. He's going to be a power forward center, 7 foot with a 7'4" wingspan, which is a great height for the power forward position. And this card's going to give you some elite defense, having a 92 block, 92 interior defense, 84 steal, 86 lateral quickness with an 86 perimeter as well. And then he's able to knock down some threes. His jump shot is on slow timing and is definitely a slower release, but it's really not that bad. You can still grade pretty consistently with this card, and he does have the normal leaner as well. So this Evan Mobley card only about 15 to 20,000 MT at most, and you're able to get yourself a really good power forward. And he has some good versatility because he can also play that center position, being 7 foot with some great defensive stats and badges. So he's going to be super versatile for only 15,000 MT, going to be one of the best budget big mans in my team. And then guys, to round off my top 10 best value cards, we're going to talk about one of the best OG value cards, and that's this Stefan Marbury card, because in my opinion, he's basically just a budget Gary Payton, and very similar to Gary Payton, who's obviously one of the best point guards in the game. He's 6'3" with a 6'4" wingspan. He does have 95 speed, 95 acceleration, but he's going to be here for his defense, 94 steal, 95 lateral quickness with a 95 perimeter as well. He's also got Hall of Fame clamp breaker, quick first step, and he does have the Derrick Rose base, so a decent jump shot. He can move really well. He's going to be a great lockdown defender, and he's only about 10 to 15,000 MT as well. So guys, let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about my top 10 best value cards? Like I said earlier, these are just going to be cards I think are super good for their price tag, right? If you can get like a top 5 card at their position for only about, for 50,000 MT for a guy like Shay, right? A guy like Thurl Bailey, a guy like Ben Carroll, Luol Deng, you can get these cards that are super elite at their position for under 100,000 MT, sometimes 25, 50,000 MT. I do think those are going to be the top 10 best value cards, but let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.